Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Thursday morning. It's April 11th, and it is 3:04 in the a.m. I am just shooting from the cuff here this morning. This just popped into my head after looking at something. Something flashed on the screen, and it reminded me of a life situation. I said I was going to keep this real, raw, 100 autobiographical. And, I can tell my story without sharing names or, I want to say, engaging in character assassination by naming names. That doesn't do anything to rectify the situation. But I can talk about the situation because I know it's not anything new to anybody, and it's not a foreign experience to most people. And so I talk about real things, real pain, real life funky situations that we get stuck on trying to process and trying to get through. That being said, here's one of them. You ever thought you were like extremely cool with somebody and they constantly tell you, oh, we're cool, and you just basically cut buddies? And then one day out of the blue, and I know out of the blue, there's no red flags, no nothing, you get a message, very loud and clear message, but it's not what you thought it was. I'm just giving you time to think on that one. And you watched this particular individual do certain things. You've covered this particular individual, after they've done certain things. You've spoken up on this particular individual because you understand, or you thought you understood them and their character. And I'm going to say you did. But then they took it to another level that you never saw before. We are all multifaceted, multi-layered, multi-dimensional. And so the unexpected happened and you weren't prepared for it. Now, if you were prepared for it, it's a different thing. If they told you it's there, but you've never seen it, okay, it's a different thing. But if they've never mentioned it, or, never gave you any indication that it was there, and you get hit blindsided, now we're at a whole nother beast. I've had two different versions of this situation in the past couple of years. One recent and one not so recent. One, I'm going to go to the past. One kept announcing their character. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. And never showed anything else. But the math wasn't mathing. Which meant you were, great at deception and very insecure because you had to keep announcing your character. And not so much insecure in that, I need attention, I need devotion, I need this. Insecure in that, in order for me to maintain this facade, I have to keep announcing that this is what it is while I do something over here. So it's more sleight of hand kind of insecurity. I'm waving this hand, but I'm picking your pocket with the other. That kind of thing. Your smoke and mirrors, magic tricks. So I've had that instance. Then I had, somebody just basically raising Cain all the time, wherever they went. Their name was on everybody's lips, and not in a good way. And then, I'm observing all this, but it was never directed toward me. So lulled into a sense of complacency. Then it was directed toward me. And I don't know why I thought I would be absolved, because I've seen it all along. I've seen it consistently. You know, it's like having an animal turn on you. You know, it's a nice watchdog, but then at some point it turns on you, and it's like, what just happened here? I'm saying all this to say, this is how the enemy works. And this is how the enemy pulls you in. Now, you either engage with the person on their level, you know, just, I'm going to roll with you regardless, and we're just going to do this together. Or we're going to do this against one another. Right? So you either get in the mud with the pig, or you walk away from the sty. And, you know, when you walk away from the sty, just know that the pig press is going to control the narrative. And that's how the enemy works, y'all. And each and every time we fall into it on different levels. Why? It appeals to either our sense of weakness, as it did Eve, or it appeals to our sense of pride, as it did Eve. You know, that's how the enemy works. And I say sense of weakness in that, you know, Eve felt inadequate, and sense of pride because the serpent told Eve basically that you could be on the same level and have all knowledge like God. And for us, you know, it's good to be in control, or to at least tell ourselves that we're in control. And I put it that way, tell ourselves that we're in control, because God has the ultimate say. And if we studied, if we knew the character of God, we would know how to step out of these pitfalls. Get into your word, man.